Okay, hello and welcome everybody. I'm Mixter Whispers. I'm one of the consultants at Four of Like Kind, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to start our walkthrough on the student handbook, Year One Humanities. So hopefully if you've got it in front of you, you're seeing it on the screen, you've got me down in the corner. I also have the physical copy of the book with me, so if you have a physical copy, this is a good one to follow along with and get that hands-on feeling with. You are welcome to write on these books. You are welcome to have the e-book copy with your typewritten notes or handwritten notes. You can add sticky notes, highlight, marker. This is your book now. But the foundation of this book is designed to help walk you through this year in a day program that we offer. So, year in a day, what does that mean, right? It means we're literally walking with an intuitive consultant, so myself or one of the other of the Four of Like Kind team. Usually year one, you walk with Spirit Soaring. I've done that walk. My partner's done that walk. We have active students going through that program now and embracing the chaos energy that he brings to that. I'm a little chaos driven myself as well, so hopefully this isn't easy to follow along with video. I am no expert, but I am getting my feet wet, learning a new skill, and sharing some of what I do already know with you through this handbook. So what you're seeing on screen should be our Canva page for it. This is the magazine that we've printed out so far. Working to get it down, reduce the price for those printouts, so hopefully we'll have that option for you as well in the near future. So let me close this section here and just show you around for a minute. So the main screen, you're going to see everything as if you were editing it with me. So what I'm going to actually do is we're going to start here. This is essentially what we're working on. We're going to go through the table of contents first, and then I'm going to break up the audio a little bit into sections. So we can go over the how to use, what we're getting started on, different exercises along the way. And you'll see here it's a pretty long book. It's 200 pages. That's including different worksheets, different educational information, concepts, art lessons, stuff that you're going to be working through in the year in a day. Information that's going to help get you started and give you a foundational language to speak to us with. So we'll go through that all in order here. I'll probably reference things as we go to other pages and might flip-flop back and forth during the educational video sections of this. We will also have an audio book version of this available without all of my rambling in it. So let's get started here. I'm actually going to go back to that print with Canva button that was on before, and you can see over in the screen here what that looks like. The introductory pages. A nice magazine there. So this is a standard size, paper size, which is something that I thought would help you with having a hands-on feeling that workbook and seeing it, big print, easy to understand. And we're going to go next to the preview spreads button. So this is going to bring up our table of contents first. It's going to be based on which page I started on. So let me go back here, Student Handbook, Year One Humanities. We'll notice that there's a lot of gold themes in this one, and that is because we're talking about reconnecting with a lot of solar energy as some of our first kind of tune-ins back to more of the pagan roots, more of the spiritual nature roots, bringing you back into alignment with that golden glow, that solar energy, that spark energy, creator energy, that kind of stuff. So, Year One Handbook. If you have the physical copy, that little white diamond section is there for you to write your names on it. That way, if you have multiple students that you're hanging out with, you don't accidentally take somebody else's book home, right? So, table of contents, it's based off of each page, so we'll go one by one on it as we go here. We don't need to read out the entire list for you. I'm sure you're seeing that right now. Let's see. And we're going to go past this section to our introduction. So another spot for you to write your name and the date and get started on that. And it says simply, welcome to the 4 of Like Kind Year in a Day program. This is year 1 of as many as you need. We are a family team of healers, and this handbook is dedicated to all of the students that came before and those that will come next. Take a walk with us into the next year of your life. So, concept here, we're Year in a Day life coaches. We're going to be available every single day through this journey, and we're going to talk to you about the concepts in this book and probably a whole lot more. So, let's keep going. How to use this book. This handbook is your sacred toolkit for the Year in a Day journey. Each page is a doorway, offering you concepts, practices, and prompts designed to ground your learning between virtual or in-person sessions with your chosen teacher or life coach. This is a framework, an introduction to the deep dive ahead. Some sections are informational, others are reflective, and many include worksheets to help you integrate teachings into your daily life. You may find that your teacher assigns topics out of order from how they appear here. This is intentional. Spiritual growth isn't linear. And your lessons will follow the rhythms of the moon, the seasons, and your own unique path. This flexibility allows for deeper integration and intuitive flow. Some sections may feel like common sense, and others like your biggest challenge. Throughout the Year in a Day program, you'll be encouraged to engage with your inner world through journaling, ceremony, energy practices, and coaching tools. This handbook serves as both a primer and a mirror. Expect repetition across topics. Layered learning helps you recognize deeper patterns within yourself. You will learn way more than this book could ever begin to encapsulate. So, feel free to print the handbook, purchase a physical copy, or use it digitally. However you use it, allow it to become part of your ritual space, something you turn to not just for information, but for insight and self-discovery. Add your own notes as you go. So this is essentially prepping you to start your own Book of Shadows in a sense. Some of the information we've already consolidated for you in here, but we encourage you to do research on every single thing in this book for your own sake. I don't want you to take my word for it just because I've written a book on it. I want you to sit with those experiences that are in these pages and talk to your teacher about them as you go. So really integrating the duality of in-person and the in-text learning here. We do have some student rules throughout the Year in a Day that we would like to go over, and then I'll finish up our introductory discussion on this. So student rules, pretty straightforward things to keep in mind if you're signing up for this Year in a Day. There will be no consumption of hard alcohols or distilled liquors for the entire year. Notice this is hard liquors or distilled alcohols. Things like wines might be acceptable still, and we will discuss that. There should be no sexual relations during the workshops, ceremonies, or events, and no sexual relations with your teachers or mentors. That's pretty straightforward. We're not trying to get in your pants, we don't want you trying to get in ours, and we don't want our events and our workshops to be a place for mingling like that. There's a time and a place, and this is a sacred learning experience. So we are not mixing that up. If you do, you're going to get kicked out. There will be no use of blood magic or dark magic by any student or teachers. We have a section in the book about this that you can reference as well. In-person meetings will be held with 2 consultants present, and you'll be assigned a teacher's assistant. Essentially, you're going to have your main teacher, and then you're going to have a TA or somebody there with the teacher as kind of another voice in the equation and another set of eyes and ears. So somebody that can help translate some of the lessons for you and also keep you accountable and that teacher accountable. So there's there's no hearsay, he said, she said kind of stuff. There's always somebody there as a third party also. All workshops and events and Sabbats are mandatory attendance for students, unless otherwise discussed. So online students will have other requirements for their hands-on exercises. Any medication or substances use needs to be disclosed for health safety. Some herbal alternatives and sacred journeys may be contraindicated. Some medication use may disqualify you from the program. We want to make sure you're staying safe. So if we're signing you up for doing sacred journey on different substances, we want to make sure that when we give them to you, you're not going to have a reaction. We're not going to get ourselves sued because we gave you something. So it's a two-way street here. We're not trying to hurt anybody. We're not trying to hurt you. So be upfront about anything that's going on with your body that we would need to know about to keep you safe. Pretty straightforward. Appropriate attire is required during class visits and workshops. So, no boobs, no bits, no butt, please. Essentially, cover your chest, make sure your butt's not hanging out the back of your pants, make sure you're not wearing booty shorts or underwear for shorts, like a sports bra is not a tank top. Don't wear something sheer when you're going to be around professional teachers, building respect for yourself, things like that. So, please, no spaghetti straps or booty shorts, no disrespectful language towards veterans, women, children, LGBTQ2IA persons, or ethnic communities. You will find out throughout this program that your teachers are probably a combination of some of these, multiple of these. And you'll be surrounded by family and community, so there will be children around. Be respectful. Failure to pay your monthly dues will result in suspension of the Year and a Day program. Pretty straightforward. If you're signing up for a program, pay for it. There will be no money lending between teachers and students, or students and other students. There are scholarships and work-study programs available. Those are requirements. If you were to do a work-study in exchange for a discount, and you didn't show up for something, you would be financially responsible for that. So, keep that in mind. If you need help with the money thing, there are other ways to get around it than getting into sticky karma with somebody else's finances. Student requirements. There is one excused absence for class or events allowed per season or semester to allow for family needs, emergencies, etc. Anything beyond the one will need to be discussed and made up in a timely manner. So this is essentially once a semester. Alright? Pretty normal. You wouldn't want to be missing 4 to 5 different lessons in fall and think that you're going to be ready for what's coming in the winter when you haven't been doing your work, right? So, multiple absences in the same semester is warrant to a temporary suspension of the program, delayed graduation, and additional fees to cover additional time requirements. So, keep that in mind. This is our time that we are giving you every day for a year and a day. So, be mindful, be respectful, understand that we have lives too, and we will be respectful of that with you and work that into the program. Art therapy, life coaching events, and energy work clinic workshops are required events that are designed into the program as part of the course as hands-on experience hours. So, part of the course curriculum, it means getting your hands dirty, in a sense. Using your hands, your magic, your skill sets, building on the topics that we discuss here, doing the work and doing the exercises. Essential, right? You learn a new trade, you learn a new skill set, you apply, you practice. Okay. Missed events are required to be made up within the semester that is missed. So, if you missed an event around Mabon, you'd be expected to finish it, but you'd be expected to come in and make up that class before Yule, for example. So, you wouldn't want to take a fall task and wait until winter for this example. Sabbats and holidays will be discussed as part of the yearly flow. Some will have required activities or event participation. Obviously, we care about you and we care about your life and your family, and we will help you prioritize those things that are the most important for your flow. Classes will typically be held in the afternoons, but there will be morning assignments due digitally during office hours. Work schedules and life events will be discussed in relation to assignments that are due, the dates and times that they're due, and on an individual basis, as this is a daily coaching program over the course of a year. AKA, just talk to us. Let us know what's going on. If you got appointments, if you've got doctors, if you have family emergencies, if work is being work and not letting you do what you need to do, we will discuss. We will figure out a flow to help manifest your best life. That is our goal. Your best life with us by your side. So, our events are pretty important. As part of the Year in a Day mentorship program, students will be invited and often required to attend regular hands-on events designed to ground your spiritual, emotional, and energetic development in real-world practice. These events are more than optional gatherings. They are integral to your growth as a multidimensional being walking a sacred path. So, they are integral to your growth as a multidimensional being. Keep that in mind. We are a multidimensional self-care coaching program. We're not just going to cover physical stuff. I mean, yes, we'll talk about nutrition and body work and movement and stuff like that, but we are also going to tie in your spiritual bodies, your energetic bodies, your emotional bodies, things like that. So, monthly events include art therapy coaching sessions. These guided coaching sessions are creative spaces to support your inner self-expression, shadow integration, and emotional processing. Whether you're painting, sculpting, journaling, or crafting talismans, these solo or group sessions help unlock subconscious wisdom and transform your inner narrative through the healing language of art, while also exposing you to the healing going on within the local community and self. Themes may tie into the moon cycles, Sabbats, or specific learning modalities. For our energy work clinics, these practical workshops provide opportunities to both give and receive various forms of energy work, including Reiki, grounding, space cleansing, shielding practices, holding space, chakra tuning, and at times hands-on massage. You'll explore the subtle anatomy of yourself and others while strengthening your energetic awareness and responsibility. So, each of your teachers, each of the intuitive consultants here do have different modalities and trainings and certifications. I'm the massage therapist of the group at the moment. I've been doing this for almost 10 years at the time of recording. And during these energy work clinics, I like to take a moment to include the massage side of it so that you can understand the physical and energetic body connections that happen, because they're very linked in. We also do this through some of our herbal and magical workshops that we do by giving you hands-on practical use with substance. So different herbal blends. What does that tea smell like, feel like? How do I harvest it? How do I use it? What might I use it for? How does it help me in my self-care? So, for herbal and magical workshops, whether you're blending teas, making salves, dancing a ritual, crafting charm bags, or studying folk practices, these sessions invite you to be a proactive member in your own self-care transformation. Why do they matter? These hands-on elements offer experiential learning that supports all the theory, reading, and spiritual concepts explored in your personal studies and coaching sessions. They help you to build confidence in your spiritual and physical self-care skills, put them to the test, and prep you for ongoing self-work. It helps you practice sacred witnessing and community support to see real healing in action and learn how to hold space for community and sacred friendships. It helps you receive direct mentorship and feedback in a safe space with real-time support. Deepen your relationship with magic and creation, and it will help you tune into the cycles of the year and learn how to celebrate authentically with the seasons. These events are woven into the fabric of the program to provide rhythm, community, and accountability. As your journey unfolds, these gatherings become touchstones, offering not only knowledge and skill, but healing, inspiration, and sacred connection. Your presence matters, not just for your own growth, but as part of the living web we create together. Please come prepared to engage, to be open, and to show up as your whole self. These sessions typically include a meal and discussion beforehand to explore the process and ask questions of the teachers and fellow community members. Missed sessions will be required to be made up and may involve an additional fee for rescheduling. Distance students will have different requirements, and in-person students will be required to practice giving back by helping in setup, cleanup, and pack-outs. So, we're going to give you a whole year of hands-on activity, hands-on practice, and self-practice. This is designed for you, not for me. Yes, I might benefit from some of what happens by you becoming a better you, but the whole point is for you to be able to step into these roles that you have in your life and be present, and be mindful, and do so properly. So, I'm going to leave it there for right now. This is our first introductory video. We'll start back with getting started in the next one, and we'll go through that section and hopefully get you guys going on the first step of your Year in a Day program. Thank you for bearing with me for my first recorded video on this, and I hope the next ones go a little bit smoother. If you have questions or comments for me, please leave them. Let me know what worked, what didn't work, where you'd like more explanation, where you're interested in stepping onto the path and moving forward from. We'll have a lot more to discuss, but for now, that's Mixter Whispers signing off for today, and I'll see you in the next video.